It's so good to see everybody today, and what we're going to do is have our topic for today. Today's topic is getting out of your comfort zone. And what's interesting about this, I was privileged to be a part of one of Open Door Business Workshops meetups yesterday. And we met a lot of people who came from different backgrounds. In fact, we met people who have a wide range of different skills and talents, which is really what It's a Great Day for Business Atlanta is all about. What we do here is a melting pot of talent. That's what I'm going to call it. And it's really based on a concept in a book called Think and Grow Rich. It's a mastermind concept because everybody that's on our team has different talents, different abilities that don't exist in one person. And what's good about just thinking about getting out of your comfort zone, it's scary. It's unnerving. It makes a person say, it kind of separates the men from the boys, for lack of a better word. And what I thought about today was a quote that I saw in Success Magazine, which I suggest anybody get. It's from Charlie Tremendous Jones. The quote is this: "You will be the same person in 5 years as you are this afternoon, except for the people you meet and the books that you read." When I heard that, and I actually heard it from Og Mandino in a video, I thought about that and I said, that's true. Because really, if we don't do anything different, which most of the times when we've shaped our lives and done something different in our life, it usually is a result of meeting a person or some information that we have that maybe changes the way that our life goes. And that's what we want to do here. A lot of people are interested in It's a Great Day for Business Atlanta, but they don't come. And a lot of them don't come because they're afraid of the camera. We've actually had people break down in front of the camera, and it's fine, we understand. We've had people who would want to be on the camera, but they just say to themselves, I don't know what to say. This is a practice session for all of us. I'm up here because I want to get better. All of us are here so we can get better. So we invite you to come here. And one of the people that really personifies getting out of your comfort zone is this next man that I'm going to bring up, because everything about him since I've known him in the short time that I have, we'll talk and I'll say, Lewis, what do you think about this? And he's like, well, I don't know, that's different. But he'll do it. And a lot of people wouldn't do anything like that. Like today he talked about earlier, he has a tie on. I have never seen Lewis with a tie, ever, as long as I've lived. But he has one because guess what? It's something that he wants to try different. So what I want to do, I want everybody to give this guy a great hand, my friend and yours, Lewis Agudo.
Randall, thank you for that introduction. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here. I appreciate you all being here today. You know, for me, breaking out of your comfort zone means a lot of things. And one of the things and one of the critiques that I get from some people about when I do come to speak is that I am very serious. I'm a serious speaker. And I am. I take what I do very seriously. I prepare. I want to be the best I can be. But I have to show my other side because people who see me up here think I'm one way, but I'm really not this way. I'm more of a fun-loving, happy-go-lucky guy. So today, I've decided to break out of my comfort zone. I'm wearing a tie. I'm serious, but I'm wearing a tie, right? No, but I'm a happy guy. And to remember that I'm a happy guy, I have a smiley face. I had to give a smiley face today. I wanted to make sure that I smile today. You know, the quest for excellence is getting out of your comfort zone. And I'm hoping to talk about 3 things today that maybe will resonate with you. And one of those is, I think that it's not natural for us to be out of our comfort zone. I think we want to be comfortable. I think that starts right at birth. I want to talk about that in our lives growing up. I want to talk about some of the issues that have occurred to me, some of my history, how I've broken out of my comfort zone. And then I want to tell you something very exciting that we all can do, something that is ingrained in us. So let's talk about first, you know, where does it all start? Think of being born. Think about being in your mother's womb. We can't remember that, but we know how that is. It's warm, it's dark, we're being nourished constantly. Then all of a sudden at birth, we're burst out into a light of environment. It's cold, we have all these hands touching us. Talk about out of your comfort zone. For 9 months, you've been comfortable. And here you are thrust upon the world, and wow, I'm out of my comfort zone. That is something that is not ingrained in us. And then where is the best place we want to be when we're a baby? We want to be in our mother's arms. We want to be rocked. If it's with a father, it's usually right here. I think of my son, my daughter, when I think about that, the comfort they have, and how during the course of children's lives, they have to be taken out of their comfort zone. And 5 years old, you want to play soccer? Yeah, I want to play soccer. We bring them to the soccer field. 5 years old, they're this tall. And we have them go out on the soccer field. Go on, we have to push them. It's out of their comfort zone. They have to learn this. Because the more that we're taken out of our comfort zone, the better we are going to be prepared for life. I know we're talking business on the meeting like this, but really it's about life, getting out of your comfort zone. Fast forward, and this for me is something I remember, 9 years old. I moved to a new school at the age of 9, 4th grade. Mrs. Russo was my 4th grade teacher. We had a book report that we had to do. And it had to be a couple of paragraphs, 1 page. And then here was the kicker, and I'm sure you probably will remember this. You had to present it in front of the class. You had to stand up and talk in front of the class. And what did we all do? What did we all do? My book report is on Babe Ruth, Boston. Babe Ruth traded to Yankee. You're shaking. You're so scared. But you got through it. You got through it. Fast forward again a few more years to when you're 13 years old. For me, it was 13. I can remember 13. Because I liked this girl called Diane. She was cute. I was in 8th grade. She was in 7th grade. Really cute. So what does any normal 13-year-old boy do? I asked my friend Rich to ask Mary, does Diane like me? So what does Diane do? Diane tells Mary. Mary tells Rich. And Rich tells me, she likes you. Yay, I'm feeling great. She likes me. How much does she like me? So what do? This is communication for a 13-year-old boy. I asked Rich, so how much does she like me? Rich asks Mary. Mary tells Diane. Diane tells Mary. Mary tells Rich. Rich comes to me. A lot. Really, a lot. Do you think she'll be my girlfriend? So Rich tells Mary. Mary tells Diane. Diane tells Mary. Mary tells Rich. And Rich tells me, yes. So what do? We sit down at lunch together and we don't talk. Scared to death of girls. I'm 13 years old. Oh my God. Think about back to your first kiss. Your first kiss. We've all done that. How is that? What do you do? Do you know exactly what you're doing? Do I use just lips? Do I open my mouth a little bit? This is life. We have to get through these parts of life to succeed. It's not ingrained in us. All of our little history leads us to a place of betterment for the future. First time away from your home. And all these you have no one telling you what to do. You can do whatever you want. You're meeting people. You're trusting. You're scared. You don't know, and we start living our life. And I think it's just not ingrained in us to do that. We have to break out of our comfort zone. My experience is, I lived in the same town for 35 years in New York. If you would have told me 8 years ago that I was moving to Georgia, I would have laughed. Georgia? I'm moving to Georgia. I got the ocean 5 miles from my house. I got the bay 3 miles from my house. I have all these little inlets and tributaries. I love where I live. Well, life changes. Circumstances happen. You decide to pick up and try something new. try something different, break out of my comfort zone. And that's what I did. So I moved here. And in New York, I considered myself successful. In New York, I did what I wanted to do. I never had to market myself. I never had to network. For me, you know, people would just give me a call. They knew me. They knew who I was. And I came here expecting the same thing. Shame on me. Of course you're going to hire me. I'm Agudo. It doesn't work like that. I had to start networking. And I knew 3 people when I moved here. I knew my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and my realtor. My realtor talked me into going to a networking group. This is almost 7 years ago. It was a closed contact networking group called PowerCore. Maybe some of you know it. And to grow my business, I started a home inspection business. And I remember walking into this meeting at 7 a.m. and looking around at people and just going, who are these people and why do I want to be here? I really had to break out of my comfort zone. I had to think about, all right, now I've got to stand up and I've got to give an info minute that's going to resonate with people, my elevator pitch that's going to make people want to listen to me. And I don't even know if I like anybody here when they first go to a networking group. I'm told I have to go. I have to network. Well, what is that? Well, I don't know, but you have to do it. It's part of it. It's part of it. And then think of going, I remember going, and this has happened to me, someone invited me to go to another meeting. Now, I've been going to this one networking group for 6 months. I'm starting to feel comfortable in my own skin. I'm starting to make sense. And a woman, Erica, asked me to go with her to another networking group. So, yeah, I'm confident now. I can do this. And I went to the networking group. There were about 15, 17 people. And everyone's getting up, gives their elevator pitch, steps back down. And I stood up. I said, good morning, my name is Agudo of Home Sweet Home Inspection Services. And I have absolutely no idea what I was going to say. But thank you very much for allowing me to be here today. And I sat back down. The woman who I came with jumped. Oh my God, I know who he is. I've heard him speak before. He knows what he's doing. I've heard him talk. He's effective. I said, no, don't worry about it. That happens. That happens in life. Do I let that fear take over and never do another networking group again because I'm afraid of speaking in public? No. I'll give you one more example of what happened to me when I went to school for theater. I was doing a play at college, musical called How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. And that show, it starts off with an intro. And there's a spotlight, center stage. The intro starts, and I walk out on stage. I stand right in the middle of the stage, spotlight on. It starts the show. And the intro is going, boom, 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 boom. It's the director giving me the cue. See him in the pit. Nothing comes out. Nothing. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing comes out. I have totally forgot my first line of the song. Totally forgot. I do a quick stanza, other members come out, and that's our production number to start the show. Talk about out of your comfort zone with 800 people in an audience expecting you to start singing. Well, finally, the director realized that I was in panic mode and I did not know the words. He mouthed the words to me, and then I was able to start the song. But that didn't stop me from looking on into the future. I continued to do plays. I continued to do musicals. That happens to everyone. You have to take those past experiences in your life and make them a positive experience. If you would have told me 6 months ago that I would be in the Courtyard by Marriott that I didn't even know was here, and I would be standing up here talking to a group of people about a subject that I have to create a theme for and talk about, I'd have said, yeah, right. I like what I'm doing. I'm doing something else. But when this opportunity arose, you have to grab it. You have to try it. Life is for living. You know, a really interesting thing about life, and this is what's great, is that today is a great day. Today's a great day. And why is today such a great day? Because it's our future. We can do whatever we want today. You know, from this point to when we were born, that's our past. Consider that your textbook of life. Consider all the positives that occurred. Consider all the negatives that occurred. All the failures that occurred. Look at that in your past life as your textbook for your future. We can learn a lot of what we've done in the past to make us better for the future. And today's a great day because I can do whatever I want. I have no preconceived ideas of what I can't do. You know, I look out, I'm 50 years old. How long will I potentially live? It's been said we have 25,550 hours on average on this earth. Doesn't sound like a lot when you put it that way. Life is for the living. You can do anything that you want if you start today. You know, I laugh when people say, I'm going on a diet. Oh yeah? When? May 1st. Why are you going to wait till May? Why can't you start at lunch? I want to start exercising. I want to pick up biking. Well, when are you going to start? Oh, spring. I'm going to start when it turns spring. Summer. Summer is a good. Why is summer such a good time? Why would you waste 3 months when you can do it today? I want you all to know that you can do anything you want to do. Today's the day to start it. If there's something that's out of your comfort zone, just pick it up, grasp it, and do it. You're going to be better for it. You're going to be more successful for it. And you're going to do things that you never thought you could. I know because I've done it. Thank you very much for listening to me today.